I'm a boring person to talk to. I have no hobbies or interests. Not me, this guy. Okay? I just love the pub, and exhibition of sale of beer and other things. I never drink in my life. Even my friends ask me to just take a small drink like that, and I'll be like, I will never drink in my entire life. One thing that most love in life is being conscious at the present moments. And that is my most valuable thing that I've ever wanted in my life. Like full consciousness throughout my body and throughout my life. That is one thing that I always wanted. So I will never drink in my life. And yeah, I met up with my sister, our housemate, and a bunch of friends I used to be able to have a laugh with. Tonight, when I turned up, no one was really enthused, and I had not seen them in ages. Okay, met them in after a very long time, but they were not being enthusiastic with them, even though before they met them, he had a very good conversation and being able to laugh with them. This made me think I'm not really a character to get excited about saying. When we used to hang out, it was them really carried the laughter and started. I told my sister the other day that I'm giving up alcohol until December. Like why until December? There was no real reason. I will only go drinking once or twice a month anyway. Even then, it's nothing crazy. Tonight she told me, if you stop drinking, you are going to have to learn to be an interesting person then. I left soon after this comment. I was so upset. I called my mom and cried. Like, that's sad. That's really sad. But anyways, this is partially the reason. As I want to be able to be fun and I love to be around. As I want to be able to be fun and I love to be around. At work, I feel anxious as people can chat away and laugh, but I feel like an outsider. I feel like I'm an odd person to talk to, and I think it's not anxiety stopping me. It's lack of humor, lack of personality, and lack of hobbies or interest to share. I can completely understand, like, even if you don't have anxiety, you don't have approach anxiety, you just want to be able to go and talk, but it doesn't have really anything to talk, and that happens a lot of times. Maybe it is due to while you are living a life in a very much like a scheduled life, but it doesn't do anything out of your routine. Of course, I live in your routine. I have a perfectly scheduled routine. I made them for me myself instead of college or not like that. I'm talking about. Like if you doesn't do anything out of your normal life, like it doesn't go out without any particular reasons, like going out to gym or going out to shopping or anything. If it just doesn't hang out with your friends much more often, of course you're gonna have a very shitty kind of lifestyle. But it doesn't mean to just go out without having any purpose. I mean, just you need to hang out with your friends more. Just need to have much more life experiences. I'm actually a bit guilty of this too, cause I haven't to go out much often like most of the times. Cause for my university timings, it doesn't even match well. Cause I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and I need to go and get my bus at 6 a.m. in the morning, and at evening 6 p.m. I will be reaching home. So literally 12 hours of my time is being lost at university. So when I was in university, I'll just go out of the classroom most of the times during lunch break, and of course many people do it, but some people doesn't even go out of the classroom. Especially my friend would never just go out, and it just I always want to be sad. I will be like patting his back and just come, we need to go out and just get him out of the classroom. And I can actually feel that if you don't do some crazy stuff or anything like that, even with things, small things like at the break time, it's just a very small example. Like at the most of the times during the break times of my university, I will just ask my friend to come out and ask one or two of my friends, ask them to let's have a sprinting race at the back of my university building. There's an empty space, so people can just go walk there, and mostly couples will be there sitting and doing something intimate. I just wanted to ask my friend, let's challenge for running. And one of my friend can't even walk properly because of his leg has problems, like you said. But yeah, David Goggins can run with his broken feet, but he can't even walk properly. Well, that's literally too much of anything, but I called my mom and cried. This was partially the reason, as I want to be able to be fun and I love to be around. I can actually understand his situation, that he wants to be have a humorous conversations with people, but he doesn't have the content to talk with. Actually, literally, you can make nearly anything to be made as fun. Like that's why double meaning jokes are exist. Like you can make anything funnier. It doesn't have to be need to go and learn about humor thing like that. You just need to make your brain stop thinking. Actually, stop thinking and let your brain go in a flow state. Just need to relax your mind and you will be in a humor state normally. At least that's what working for me. That's the thing. I was really at work. I feel anxious as people can chat away and laugh, but I feel like an outsider. I feel like I'm an odd person to talk to, and I think it's not anxiety stopping me. It's lack of humor, lack of personality, and lack of hobbies or interest to share. If you really think if you have lack of hobbies or interest, I will suggest go and get some hobbies if you have more free time. Like even if I was saying about like I spend nearly 12 hours of my time went up for my university, I still have I spend more time than most of the people in a wide survey. Like I record in the morning. I record my YouTube videos in the morning itself. So that's how you can see those videos. Like after I woke up, after doing meditation, gratitude journaling, and all other stretch and little stretches, I will record my YouTube videos in the morning. And then at the evening, after like 6 p.m., I will just go and exercise. I do my workouts in the evening. So I still have my hobbies like recording my YouTube videos and having my exercises, doing my meditation, doing my gratitude journaling and my journaling things. And literally I do more things than many people do even if they have more time. And another thing I actually tried to implement in my life but I failed to do it most of the times is actually journaling each and every day. I do gratitude journaling, but I don't do an actual journal like each and every day thing in my diary. Like dear diary, it's what happened today. I was at my friend cock like that. I know it sounds gay too. It actually sounds gay. It feels awkward to just write each and every day things in your diary. Like I have my diary right now. Fuck. Like if you see in this diary, can you see? Where I wrote many things like for each and every day. It was actually my gratitude journaling diary, another diary, but I don't know which one it is. So yeah, I actually write each and every day things in my diary. I used to do it, but I kept on constantly neglecting it. But it is a much more important thing that you need to understand. You need to understand this. Like, this is a very important thing that you need to do, but I actually don't do it by myself. Like, I'm actually very much guilty of this because not doing this. Because by doing this, I have a lot of content from YouTube videos, but I kept on forgetting to do it. That is actual journaling each and every day. You can write it in very much of a short manner, like just write the keywords. Like if you just slip on a banana peel today, just write like in word, never happened in real life videos. Fell down by banana peel, and that's it. Just having some small keywords and just write it down. Or write in an Excel sheet, which was much more helpful. And even the author Matthew Dix is a storyteller. It's an amazing storyteller. That's what most people say, but I don't like his stories, to be honest. But he's a very good man, I guess. But as I was a personal student like to him, I watched this in live classes with him, where he has like nearly 20 students among with them, and I took in live courses too. But I just feel like his stories doesn't resonate with me. But the one of the most important thing that he given to me is, if you just journal like that, you will live your life fully. Even if you are 10 days of your life, if you just live your 10 days of your life full and full, if you write it down, you will be able to just take a glance at it and remember the past memories will come to you. How many of you can't remember what happened 3 days before? But if you just write in a journaling diary, you open it and see it, and you can actually remember a whole life, what happened that day. You will be much more happy because of it. And that is actually the way that I used to write in my diaries, so that I can explain with much more stories to you. Like what happened to me, what happened with that girl or with that guy, what happened in the whole conversation things. So the actual solution for this problem is, for me, this is what I think. One, if you don't have any hobbies, get some good hobbies, like having any sports in your life, or at least go to gym. I actually don't do sports in my life currently because I don't have any time apart from gym. I work out. I really work out sometimes a week, and I have some more things that you like to do. Just have some physical workouts for if you're a boy, if you're a man, you need to have. And the second thing is, the most important thing is, just write what happened in your life in your diary. And by that, you will know exactly what happened yesterday, on day before yesterday, and 5 days before. If you just take a glance, you will actually know it, and you realize how much your life was really awesome. You just don't realize how much better it is, how much you are grateful for the life that you are living right now. If you just do it, you're able to have much more stories and have a lot of things to share with people than you could ever think of. You just need to practice that. Okay, I'm just gonna make it in my... I have a daily planner here. Not a daily planner, it's a tick box schedule, like a kind of thing. I'm gonna incorporate that story too from next month onwards. I'm just gonna start that too. Okay, that is the thing. The last two important tactics I'd say completely. One, get some hobbies. Two, write whatever happened in your journal. That's it. See you later. If you are interested in this kind of content, you can watch my course, which is below in the description. See you later. Bye.